Hi, I'm Natalie De LaRose, and it's so nice to meet you. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video that I'm actually posting. Uh, yeah, because I have done some YouTube videos, but I always deleted them because I was like, no, yeah. So, Natalie De LaRose, I'm an artist creating art straight from the heart. Please forgive me for not being professional already. This will change. I will make sure this looks better next time. I'll make sure that the acoustic is better next time. And stuff like this. But I did make up my face, so I think I look slay. Anyway, but this is not the important part because, so, moi, I'm an artist. So these are my two basically things I will talk about. Yeah, so two things, basic things that I will talk about, everything around art, because I do write songs and sing, I do dance, I do, well, love to create. And there's so much to tell and think about art, artistry, and how we get inspired and everything. And basically, in my eyes, I believe that everyone is an artist. And another thing that I think is very important to talk about is manifestation, conscious manifestation, because this is something that connects us all, because it's a natural process and we've been taught a lot of lies, and I don't support it, I hate it, and I wish to live in a world where everyone is as happy as we can possibly be. Like, imagine a world where there's no war, just world peace. Yeah, and I just want to leave the mark on this world in the most positive way. So this is why I'm doing it, and also to kind of track myself a little bit. And sometimes you know that when you tell a person something and then it makes ding 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 in your head, and you learn by also teaching, I guess. I'm not a teacher though. I'm right now more of a student and learning as much as possible, and yeah, wanting to share that online. Shout out, by the way, to two people who inspired me to do this, who actually gave me the kick, because I already was like, I want to do YouTube, but what the heck am I talking about? What should I talk about? And I thought, yeah, let's do it. So, you two people know who you are. Okay, I'm an artist creating art straight from the heart. I know it's a corny line, but I couldn't stop it. I can't. Let's see how long I will say it until I'm like, okay, that's so corny, I can't say it ever again. Okay, about art. Art and manifestation. What is art? Art is actually creation in my eyes. Artistry is expression. Everything is art. Everyone is an artist in some way. Of course, there's a difference between someone who does it for getting some money or just expressing themselves, and how often someone practices a certain skill or craft. But at the end of the day, it's all kind of the same. It's all about expression of the inner world, of also a reflection of us, and also an extension of our soul. I think it was Mac Miller who said that art is the extension of our soul. That's why a lot of people are super afraid to actually show it. And me, I was kind of one of them, and I come a little bit more of a shell and show myself, even when it's sometimes really stressful for me. But it shouldn't stop us, because art is so meaningful. But yeah, art is life, basically. Everything is art. The way you walk, the way you guessed it, the way you talk, the way you dress yourself, the way you make your hair, the way you speak, how you speak, your tone, the way you see the world, the way you interact with your loved ones or with people in general, the way, and even, oh my god, the sun, how the sun shines, the clouds, everything is so beautiful in their own way. And it's very funny because right now the view is everything but beautiful, but somehow I kind of accept it. Even if I miss the leaves, they will be back in some months, weeks. Anyway, so yeah, even a person who doesn't think that they're artists because like they don't do music or they don't paint, it's still art. The way math works, math I'm not talking about the drug. I'm talking about 1+1, this thing. Sorry, my English is not my first language, so if I say something in a weird accent or something, then excuse me. Mathematics, okay? Not the drug, just this 1+1 thing. I didn't see it like that, but I remember I was talking to a teacher and I needed something from him. I was very short, and he was like, "Oh, should I explain it to you?" And I was like, "Nah, I hate mathematics." And he was like, really like, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I hurt his feelings. I was like, "No, you know what? I'm very interested, and I would love to hear about it." And then he started to talk about mathematics, like, and all these numbers, and how you can combine them, and how you can. And he was so glowing up and fascinated. And I feel so sorry because literally also in his class, we were all like this, like, I just want to go home. I hate this. And he was, glowing up, and it's so sad and depressing if you're so passionate about it, and everyone is like, "Can we go home?" You know. But it made me also realize that it's not just colors, but also the way you apparently do create with numbers or something. I don't know that one. I'm really not that good in mathematics. But yeah, I remember when my dad also talked always like, Natalie, stay away from artists. These are weird people. And he told me about a neighbor who was walking very slowly and looking to a tree. And he asked her what she is doing. And she said, "I'm looking how the leaf is falling from the tree." Very poetic. My dad, the way conservative he is, was like, "This is so stupid." You know, a little bit judgmental, but it's okay. And I was just observing, and he was just telling me that story. Unlucky for him, I am an artist. So yeah, there were also some correlations and some between us, but it's okay. It's okay. Part of life. And he also told me, like, years later, this certain neighbor, also artist, she did a painting for some church minister, important person, and I don't know if it was even the Papst, the guy with great, something very important person, I don't know, I don't care. And she got a lot of money, and I was like, "Oh, Dad, I think I would watch a lot of leaves as well if I get that amount of money with this famous person, I just told him that to just turn it around, and he was laughing like, haha, nice perspective, ha 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 ha." Of course, he didn't say perspective, he doesn't use these kind of words, but he was like, "I think that was a good one, ha." Yeah, also very interesting to growing up with a person who's like artistry, because I now know better how to operate with people, and like it just falls off on me because I'm like, if you don't like it, you don't have to. And just because you are, quote, an artist doesn't mean that you love everything, because you're simply not. I think a lot of topics I'm talking about or thinking about are so, for me it's so naturally, but when I talk with other people, they don't see it that way. So it's just nice to have a platform to talk about these things so you can get inspired or just entertained. Whatever. There's so much ways to solve problems, so much solutions and creative ways when we actually use creativity. A lot of people are actually inventing these amazing things, how to turn plastic into gasoline or something, or how to, I don't know, do like this. What there was this one kid who made this real big net, and the plastic of the ocean would go into the net, and the fish somehow were spared or something, but the plastic was caught. I don't know how he did it, how she did it, I don't know, but this is amazing. Of course, these people will be mostly trapped or something, or like this is being pushed down because whoever's on the top doesn't want solutions, because there's so many people who proved like there are solutions to all of the problems, but whoever's on top doesn't want solutions. That's why would love to talk about manifestation, how it works, not how it works. I don't know how it works, it just works. We don't need to know how it works. We just need to know that it works, and how we can use our thoughts to our benefit, so we create the future for ourselves that we actually want, and the past that we actually want. Yes, I said the past. Yes, the past is manuable. Everything is in a fluent state. Nothing is actually not moving. Everything is moving every time. You can change everything at any time, but you gotta persist. So I decided, by the way, that my videos are going to be like 15 to max 20 minutes. So I see right now it says 30 minutes. That means I should come to an end. I'm sorry. Well, I always try to be funny. I hope you like it. If not, there are plenty of other people. Please feel free if you do. Okay. Yeah, this will be the second thing I would love to talk about on manifestation, because it's actually a simple thing, but because we have a lot of programs and a lot of people and a lot of institutions are not helping at all, we gotta find a way how to learn it so it benefits us. I said it already, I know. Okay. So at the end of the day, these will be my two go-tos. And of course, you have there some sketches, if you like my humor. Some artistic videos, like dance videos, and also my music. So yeah, there will be also sometimes a little bit of, connection between all those, and sometimes they're really separate. So you choose whatever you want to choose, whatever speaks to you. Feel free, please. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share it if you feel. And yes, that is my first video. I can't believe it. Thank you for watching. I wish you a beautiful day or night.